If you got a pack of chicken tenders and don't know what to do with it, watch this video. Trigger warning. Y'all already know. Do I have to say it? Okay, I do. Okay, for the new people, yes, I do clean off my chicken tenders. I remove the membrane right there. That little white piece of skin or clear piece, whatever. I remove any fat that's on the chicken tenders. I remove the tendon, the little white bone part. Yeah, y'all see all the scraps? Yes, I remove all of that and clean off my chicken tenders because why not? I don't want to eat all that stuff. Anyway, after you clean them off, I want to go ahead and season them. I use some onion powder, garlic powder, some seasoned salt, and a little bit of chicken Montreal. Oh, and then for some spice, I added some kicking chicken because I feel like it give it a little bit of spice. I was making some rasta pasta. I didn't add the jerk seasoning because my daughter was eating it, so I didn't want to make it like super spicy. So the kicking chicken just gave it a little bit of extra flavor that it needed. You know what I'm saying? Now, this was a huge pack of chicken tenders because I was making some for my best friend as well. This was like 20 pieces of chicken tenders or less, like give or take. You know what I'm saying? So I was just seasoning it as I went. I did chop me up some bell peppers and got my griddle out. This is linked to my showcase and my Amazon storefront. But I chopped up some yellow, green, and red bell peppers. Let those cook down. That was just half of a bell pepper for each. So and I did chop those up, let them cook. I put a little bit of olive oil on this grill, and then I put my chicken tenders on there. I just use this because I wanted the chicken tenders to cook as many as I can, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to put them in a pan, just do that. All you're doing is cooking them off. These chicken tenders are small. They typically don't take that long. I want to say it took about a total of like 10 to 12 minutes, if that, to cook them. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure like they're fully done. And I want to say it took a total of like 10 minutes. Yeah. So for real, just make sure your chicken is completely done. And then you're going to remove it from the pan and just chop it up. We are making some pasta, so you don't want to leave the chicken strips whole. No, that's not what we're doing. You will chop them up, so make sure that they are completely done. You see how many chicken tenders I could put on this grill? That's why I like to use it, especially when I'm making a large meal, just to knock it out the way. You know what I'm saying? It gives it purpose. And look at that. That was about, I want to say that was after like 10 minutes on there. And then once they're done, you just want to go in and remove them individually. You could place them on a cutting board because, as I stated, you will be chopping them up. So once they are completely done, just remove them from the pan and add the rest. And so for my homemade Alfredo sauce, because y'all know I make it, it's really quick and easy. It's just some heavy whipping cream. It doesn't matter what kind that you have. You can sprinkle in a little bit of chive and onion cream cheese as well. I seasoned it with nature seasoning, and then I added some Parmesan cheese. I wait till the cheese is fully melted, and then I add more as needed. You can add more heavy whipping cream as needed, depending on how creamy or how thick you like your Alfredo sauce will determine. It's no measurements to that. It just goes off of what you want. Once your chicken is done, you want to roughly chop it. It's no like pieces, y'all. Just roughly chop it. And you making chicken Alfredo, so however big you want your pieces, it's however big you need to chop it up. And of course, you got to do a taste test, cause duh. Once my peppers were done cooking, I went ahead and added them to my Alfredo sauce while the cheese was melting because that gives it a little bit of flavor as well. And then I wanted to make it spicy, have a little kick, so I just added some Cajun seasoning. I did mix that together before adding in my penne noodles. For this recipe, you can use whatever type of noodles that you want. I did use penne noodles for this recipe. And like I said, however thick or creamy you want your Alfredo sauce will determine how much heavy whipping cream. As y'all see, I went back in and added more just to make sure it was thick just like that. My penne noodles, all I did was boil them in some water for about 8 to 10 minutes. And then I add like chicken bouillon to it just to give it some flavor. And then I drained the pasta noodles. Once they were finished draining, I just added them into my Alfredo sauce just to give it some more flavor. If you honestly want to pour your Alfredo sauce on top of it, you can, but I don't mind mixing my noodles in with it. Some people like to add it on top, so it's just your preference. Once you chop up your chicken, you want to go in and add your cooked chicken into your alfredo and just mix it in together. Make sure it's well mixed. You can add more Cajun right here, more spices, however you want to drizzle it up. You can also opt to add in different meats as well. Sometimes I typically do add steak. I just didn't take any out. So I just had chicken for this recipe. So that's why I'm just calling it chicken alfredo. But yeah, y'all can just do whatever you want to do. Make it fun. And then I added a little bit more Parmesan and parsley on top to make it super cute. And then voila. You could pair it with like garlic bread, some Hawaiian rolls, whatever you have. And it was super good, super quick and easy to make. And it's a go-to meal for sure. So if you try this out, let me know. Bye, y'all.